Alright, so this would be the update for this pretty much. So what this is it's a dry DIY cricket tank. I just added on the thermometer for the heat. I did the entire bottom with the dishes. There's the new dishes for the food. And then this would be the driftwood. I added the glow rock and the soil. And then the dome lamp has to come in. This is the light for the actual dome lamp, and then you'll see like the black light and all that shit set up in there. I have to add the crickets in, and then this dish is for like the food. So this is the food and the water. The food and the water will actually probably go in that large one. So this is the form of food, and then they also have like calcium. And this is the new calcium I bought for the crickets. So that's be what she changed to. And then this is the new water drink I got. Actually, I don't have no fucking idea like what the hell the difference is with the colors. But anyway, I picked them. I decided to turn like this carrier into a mealworm tank. So I also didn't know that mealworms might need food. And this would be a white UV light. And actually when I looked into all of this, okay, so like none of these things need lights. Actually, it's going to be like a lit up setup on like a piece of furniture stand. So if that would make sense with the lights, look what the lights are for. And then I'm adding a glowfish shrub. So if you would have looked at the glowfish tanks that were for the 10-gallon aquariums, you would understand that this is a dry one. And then what this whole thing actually is a fucking scorpion cage. So before like I even bought it, I didn't know that either. So all this is finished: dry food, vitamins, wet food, snacks, bath, and then the last thing I looked into was the shed skin bath. Okay, so the dishes, all that, the interior is redone, the carpet, she has pretty much everything new, and the climbers. This would be the light setup that I just got, and then inside on the right is a different heater. So her rock is still there for winter. And then the last thing that I actually want to do is take out these food bowls, because I feel like if they don't have anything new, it would be half-assed and I probably wouldn't like it as much. This is actually called the set for this, when you look at it on Chewy, is actually called creatures. So when it's on there, it's for insects. And then if your gecko eats like not crickets, excuse me, beetles and shit, there's fucking beetle food and all that shit in there. So this would be dry food work, and then all the food and water for the stuff back there. And I still need to add the litter to the litter box. This whole thing is getting taken out next month, and then the cage is replacing, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, her towels and fucking bags and everything are done. And then this would be the last thing I have to hook up, would be the white UV light for the mealworms. But it won't be relatively expensive, and I can always wait on that because it's not a necessity. At this point, this is what I have to finish with this, because she has to have this for winter, and actually she has to have it for basking. So you see the problem with the cage, there's like, this stuff didn't work, it was cheap, and then there's like a huge fucking crack in it, and if I leave it that way, pretty much what's gonna happen is all this is gonna fucking shatter, and I just don't keep my fucking shit that way. So I have to take this and replace the whole thing next month, like the rest of it, and then it's done.